Okay, so I got our meatballs out of the refrigerator. I don't know if you watched the video before this, but we made meatballs. I don't flash fry them and I don't put them in the oven. I just roll them and then we wait for this to come up to a simmer. And before we put the raw meat in, we're gonna give it a little taste. That's pretty good. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in it because it's a little bit low on salt, not much, but everything else is pretty good. Remember, everything's gonna marinate together, so it's gonna be different at the end, but it's on a good track. Okay, so the sauce is starting to boil pretty good now, but I forgot something. So normally I would put a little bit of carrot in there. So the more carrot you put in, the sweeter it'll be. And I don't want it to be too sweet, but it does cut the acidity. So since I forgot the carrot, I'm just gonna put a little, maybe half of a teaspoon of sugar in there. You can also use honey. It might change the flavor. Any other kind of sweetener that you use, coconut sugar, anything like that would work. But you just want a little bit, just a little, because you don't want the sauce to be sweet, but you really want to cut that bite of the acidity, and a little bit of sugar works. But like I said, shredded carrot is perfect. You lose it, you don't see it, you don't know it's in there, and it's the perfect amount of sweetness. So it's boiling now. We're going to add our meatballs slowly. So I think I'm going to stop here. Just press them down lightly because you don't want to break them up. So just very lightly press those down so they get covered nicely in the sauce. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat down to about a medium-low. We're just going to let that simmer for at least an hour. To leave it cracked just a little bit so it doesn't overflow. Okay, it's been about an hour. Good. Let me taste it. I did add a little bit more salt, and it's time for the secret ingredient. Heavy bouillon. Okay, all the rest of it. Put that for just a couple of minutes to get it nice and warm. Taste it one more time, season it if you need to, and then I would turn it off and just let it marinate for about 20 minutes while we get our noodles and our spaghetti squished.